What's going on here? Waiting for guests. Well, I guess I have a new window. I have a new window here. Looks like, huh? Have we got a chat box now? This is weird. Well, I guess this is going to be strange because I don't have the full window. It says waiting for guests. I don't know. Okay. Well, while we're waiting for guests, we'll. Interesting. We'll go on here and see if yeah, this interesting camera here that I got by accident, I guess. I don't remember clicking on anything that would change anything here. Okay, let me go into my studio because I want to find out where I lie. Oh, I lost one. Wow. Okay. Well, I had yesterday 1571 and now I have 1570. So who knows? Guess I had a couple of more watch hours the 366th day back that fell off. BC Treasure, nice to see you. You know, I got to try and fix this because now I don't know how that is working. Well, seems. William E., good morning. So we're going to show you all the treasure trash I found over the last 3 hunting days, Saturday, Monday, and Tuesday. And let me put up here. I'm going to type just a second. Just be a minute. $1,570 watch hours. Just be a second. Here we go. There we go. Okay, now I have to stay in frame. I can't wander around here. Wonder why does that say that? Okay. Okay, that didn't do it. On my chat. Live chat. Okay, how am I going to get this? Yes, no. This says I must have went go live together accidentally because it says I'm waiting for a guest, but I'm not. Okay. Uh, so anyway, found some pretty interesting stuff the last few days. First off, here I'm gonna shake you up just a minute here, and I'm going to turn the camera around here and show you for instance of the things. This was Saturday, and I'll be pulling up things one at a time here. Not very much there to show, but uh, a lot of this was from that day. And this is a tub that's about 4 inches deep and nearly full of bottle caps, tent stakes, pull tabs, and just stuff that I found. And this was interesting. Got a horseshoe. It still has part of the hoof. That looked like it hurt the horse bad when that came off. And that was in the park. They ride a lot of horses in the park. But anyway, then this, come on, focus. There we go. This was from Monday. And this was from Tuesday. So now you got an idea of all the treasure trash that I have accumulated. Oh, now I gotta turn that back around. There you go. Now you can see. Okay, so I got a lot of interesting things. This I haven't figured out what it is yet. Um, I tried to do a lens on it, but it came up with a lot of different things than what this might really be. But it looks like it's a pull pin off of something. Um, I'm not sure. If you have any ideas, let me know. Hey, Cad Coin, welcome in. Good morning. So, what's the matter with my chat? I can't go back up. Okay, that's weird. Hmm, there's a lot I can't do in this thing here. So, anyway, my blunder. Sorry. So, if anybody has any idea of what that could go on, it's not spring loaded or anything, just has a little ring on it. So it looked like it had a chain. And it might have been to part of this. This chain might have went to something like this. I got, yeah, got a couple of those chains. So there's two of them. And looks like, get earthquake. Oh, okay. So found a couple of hooks on the beach. So one in the water and one in the sand. So these were pretty nasty things. I had a good key day. I found I found two house keys, and getting around to it, found this in the driveway of the park, in the parking lot. So we had a good key day. And parking lot was pretty good to us on Saturday. I had done the beach and found the hooks and a couple of keys and a bunch of quarters, and so got a stack of quarters. So I think I got $1.50 in quarters, and I got a Sacagawea. So got a couple bucks off the beach on Saturday, and we got this little earring. Not quite in the parking lot, but it was on a piece of asphalt that led up to the parking lot, and it's not real. It's not gold, and it's not a diamond. So, but you know, it was jewelry, so I didn't get skunked on the jewelry on Saturday. Monday was a little better day. I had my first find was the Jeep. I guess I should. Whoa! Just lost my pearl. Okay. So that's a token. Yeah, I was okay. I'm never prepared. Never prepared for anything. There we go. So it's a cool little Jeep. That was my first find going down on the beach on uh, Monday. So Monday I got in the water. Saturday I didn't get in the water. So a lot of you saw my live from Monday, and on my live Monday I found um, quite a few things, and I think everybody saw me find this. It's a ring. It's a weird ring, silver plated. But I found a few other things uh, before my life. I found this earring. Ah, so this earring that works better, I guess. Cover up my face. So it's got 14 diamonds in it, and they're real diamonds. However, the earring didn't test gold, but the diamonds are real. I don't get it. The diamonds tested real. Then I'd found this little ring before my live in the tot lot, and they're not real. And it's not a real ring, but I mean, it's a bling ring. So that was number 52. And this one, number 53. Something else I found in the water was, see if I can maybe pin it this way. There we go. Was this little shell, and it's made into a charm, and I only found it because of the ring that's in it. So that little ring, that was in the water, and I found that on Monday. And you know, I take that back. I wasn't on my live when I went in the water on Monday. I'd done my live on the tot lots and a couple of tot lots. This you didn't see. I'm sorry. I put a short on, but I found this in the water and this in the water. And then I found this in the water as well. And it's not a real stone, but it's an earring. So I found that in the water on Monday. And I found a couple of earring backs. I can't put those up here. Maybe they'll stay. Nope, they won't stay. Maybe stay long enough for me to. But this proves that I'm not missing things when I hunt. Because if I can get these things out, and these things slip through my scoop all the time, I mess with them. Hey, Talca, good morning. Dispatch detecting. Hello. Welcome in. Here, uh, just so you can check out other channels. Oops. I just gave you a wrench so you can click on the other channels if you're still here dispatching. Um, so I'm talking along and no, I haven't missed anybody else. All right. So when I get these, it proves that I'm not missing anything. If I swing over it, I'm going to get it because but these are really tough because you're using a sand scoop and they are falling through your sand scoop. And you got to really look for those things because they don't just get stuck in your sand scoop. So I am going to um, rig a little piece of screen that I can put in with smaller holes, like maybe cut them down to where, 1/8 inch holes, because that would probably get caught in an 8-inch screen. Uh, so something I can carry in my pocket and slip into my scoop so those little things don't pass through. So anyway, Monday was a pretty, I can't say profitable, but I did get some goodies. Also got some strange things. Bad idea, Labs. I got a game piece. So this is metal inside and covered in plastic, but I'm only assuming that's a game piece, maybe a magnetic game piece. Not sure. Um, haven't tried to look that up yet, but since it's got something like points on it and it's got uh, little medieval things on it, I thought maybe be a game piece. And Monday I did pretty well in the change arena. Got $1.75 in quarters. Got well, I had 3 nickels here. Misplaced a nickel. I had 3 nickels, and about 25 pennies and 6 dimes. So we did okay in the change arena. Something else I found these, I believe I was on live when I found these, and I tried to clean this up. But this turns out to be John Smith and Pocahontas, and it's a Disney pin. I'm pretty sure if you were on with me live on Monday, you saw this, but it was all dirty in here. I couldn't tell what this was. But when I cleaned it up, turned out to be a Disney pin. And this is a new Pirates pendant. And I'm pretty sure if you were on with me on Monday, you saw this. So, but it's called a New Pirates, and it's an anime. And this is a pendant, and this is the skull and crossbone, so to speak, for the New Pirates anime. So that's a Jolly Roger. Pretty cool. So Monday was pretty good to me. I found a lot of junk. Found another key. I found 2 keys, but the one key, um, I did something with it, and I I thought I put it with this one. And this is one of those do not replicates, like for a safe or something. And I found the other one. I was trying to figure out what kind of key it was, and I set it down someplace, and I can't find it. It's here someplace. I set it down and said, I'll remember where that is. And then I didn't. So I got an Allen wrench. I find a lot of these on the beach because they come with certain chairs and easy ups and stuff. They're part of the toolkit, and they uh, they leave them on the beach. A lot of them. This is probably the 5th one I've found this year on the beach. So so we found a land shark. Anybody remember the land shark? I'll wait a minute and see if anybody remembers the land shark. If you used to watch a certain show. So while I'm waiting, see if anybody remembers the land shark. Another surface find was spoons. Some people leave a lot of utensils out. We find a lot of utensils, and we found a mash tent. So that's different. Don't usually find toys like this out in the park, the beach area. Surface find, a package with a couple of rubber end pieces for some kind of tent or awning with some straps and buckles in it. So interesting things you find along the way. A wooden cow. So cowbell, William. So then change was mediocre. Got $1 worth of quarters yesterday, and Um, got we got 5 dimes, so 50 cents, $1.50, um, 3 nickels, and a whole bunch of zinkins, a couple coppers, got a couple coppers there, and so we hit the cycle 3 times, 3 nickels. So everything else was more than that. So few interesting surface finds. Got somebody's sneaker. They snuck off without it. I think these were gibbets at one time. We found LA. Hard spot to find. From SpongeBob. What's this guy's name? I can't remember his name because I didn't watch SpongeBob. Out of the corner of my eye, I watched SpongeBob with my kids years and years and years ago when it first came out. Hey, Neil, welcome to my house. So, can't remember his name though. So, gibbets are getting more plentiful out there. People are wearing them on their Crocs and everything. So, uh, getting around to it, she has an eye for little things. She found this itty bitty baby doll. Oh, I'm sorry about that, Neil, that you had to work, but I'm glad you were hanging out on my channel. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So, in the water yesterday, I had a good day. My very first find was this little heart ring, and it turns out that it is marked. I knew it was gold when I pulled it up, but you just know when it is gold. Sometimes you think, well, it could be or could not be, but you just know when it really is. And it's plastic, the little doll. I don't know why kids would take such small toys out to the park, but yeah, she found that itty bitty thing. She could find the smallest things out there when she's out with me. She's my surface finder. And so this is 14K, and it's made by Lee Jewelry in New York. So another gold ring, ring a ding ding, number 54. So out of all the rings, uh, this week I've got 3 rings. First off, I got this in the tot lot, and then this one in the water at that lake, and then this one in the water at another lake. So I like the lakes. I like to get in the water. I like to get wet. The only thing I don't like about it is that my shoes fill up with sand, and it is hard to get it out. But then I found this gold plated earring in the water. And later on, I have to check my, hang on a second. Let me check real quick something here from yesterday. She found a what? She found a button? Cool. I love buttons. I find a lot of buttons. I collect buttons. I collect everything. Trash, you name it. I throw away the real trash, but there's some pretty interesting stuff. Like this horseshoe is trash to most everybody else, but I'm gonna find something to do with it. Not sure what yet. It just hasn't hit me yet. But anyway, it wasn't lucky for the horse because that looks like it really hurt when it threw that shoe. And the shoe is worn pretty good. I mean, it had it on there for a long time. But when that horse lost that shoe, it twisted it. I don't know how it twisted it. If a horse lost a shoe and it's in that condition, it's not hit by a lawnmower or anything. It was pristine, no chunks out of it from the lawnmower. So there's a good chance that horse broke its leg. Can't say for sure, but it looks like it could have. I've ridden a few horses, and that looks mighty bad. So let me check on something here, just so I go in my live from yesterday, go to the end, and see how far. Yep, it's at the very end of my live yesterday. So if you were on with me through the end of my live yesterday, you saw me get this, my last water target. So I was hoping it was still on because I was, at the end of my lives, I just never know when they're going to cut off. They're just going to end, and I'm just keeping my fingers crossed all the time. Keeping my fingers crossed all the time, making sure that I stay on. But I know I was on long enough to everybody to see this, and it's just used to be gold plated. There's a couple spots that's got a little gold plating on it, but nothing really big. So uh, then on my way back to the car, I was kind of hunting the grass back from the beach and headed back, and we were deciding whether we were going to go. And I generally don't go. I don't leave until like 2 or 3 o'clock. I'm out there for the day. We go out 6:30 in the morning, and we stay until about 3 o'clock in the afternoon. But yesterday, uh, I got a little hungry, and I thought, well, let's just go home. But as I was headed back to the car, I got a penny signal, 45, like a copper penny, and got this, and it wasn't on camera, and I didn't even uh, get to do a short for it, but I did put it on my community page, and it's a little copper pendant. Oh, ah, my. Okay, I put it on. Which way is it? Okay, put it on the pin upside down, so the pin slid off. Okay, and it's, come on. Why aren't you focusing? Yeah, If you can't read it, it says Daddy's Girl, Mama's World. And uh, this is, it's a good idea, but I'm not getting the hang of it yet. Why isn't that? Well, anyways. Anyway, if I wasn't digging penny signals, it rang up a 43, 44 around the same numbers as a copper. Zincans are generally 41, 42, unless they're really corroded. If they're really corroded, like this one, they can ring up in any numbers and do. I pulled one out of the sand yesterday that rang up to a 60, and there's no reason for that uh, Zinkin to ring at a 60, but it did. I thought it rang up 5860, and I thought I had silver, and nope, it might have even been this particular one. But no, it couldn't have been that one because it was yesterday. So had to have been one of these others. But anyway, that's the interesting thing about metal detecting that I just haven't been able to figure yet. Um, Getting around to it, finds some really interesting things left on the ground. But this one's in really good shape. So, and then she finds things like this that's not in really good shape. But that's got the spring in it. I can put the spring back where it belongs, and bend that back, and it's going to be because I can do it. I can put it in my vise and use my channel locks on it and get it back into shape. Got a usable carabiner. But I was telling the guy yesterday that you can guess what it is, and a lot of guys think they know what it is, but it's not always going to be what you think it is. And uh, that's the fun of it. That's the alluring part of metal detecting for me. That is, you find something, and it's like this. I found in a tot lot. And there was two of them. One without the casing, and I got two batteries of batteries. So, and I was hoping that everybody would understand that I'm not just stuttering batteries of batteries, like a battery of cannons, batteries of batteries. Yeah, I know you guys got it. But these things, they ring up really strange. You think it's a piece of jewelry, and you think, "Oh, right, finally got something." But that's what you got. You can't tell what it's going to be until your eyes are laid upon it. So, uh, yeah, certain things ring up at certain numbers, and like a quarter generally rings up on my legend at a 50, 51. Uh, but it could be a 45, 48. So throw you way off. 45, 48 is like a dime, you know, and dime comes in at 45, 48. So does a copper penny. So if you hit a copper penny, then that's going to ring in 45, 46, 40, 48, but not always. You know, it could go 42, 43, or like that zinc, and it could ring all the way up into 55, 60. And I thought, it's got to be a bottle cap, you know, but no, it was a zinc. And you expect to see a bottle cap when you hit some of these numbers, but then if you don't dig that bottle cap, then you miss out on something cool. Like this sounded like a bottle cap, and a little sharper. It didn't give you the cluck of a bottle cap. If you guys that are detectors know what I mean, the, sometimes the steel gives you a boop, 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 boop. It's more like a, instead of a sharp beep, it's more like a chicken clucking. Rodolfo, welcome to my channel. Here, so that you can check out the other channels. I'm going to give you a wrench there, Rodolfo. Use it responsibly. Just go and check out the other channels if you want. That's how we grow. Thanks for coming in and stopping in to say hi. So then this pendant, it rang in pretty high. It rang in at 48.50. And I thought probably a quarter, but it wasn't. And I don't always say what I'm going, what I think it's going to be, because if I say what it's going to be, I'm almost always wrong. So it's made out of bronze. The pendant is. Looks bronze. When I cleaned it up, it looks bronze. So it's not copper, and it's not a gold pendant. Uh, when I looked it up, they were trying to sell a gold pendant. The bronze is like $14, 14.99 or something like that. It's pendant. It comes on a cord. I got a cord similar to this, a little thinner than this, I think. This is a easy up cord that we found. I can always use cord. Anytime we find cord, I gather it, because I can use cord for a lot of things. Getting around to it, found a doggy water bowl. So that's cool for when we dog sit our daughter's beagle. So I found a couple of them. Gave one to my daughter, and I gave one to. I put one in our car, but the one in our car doesn't have um, a stiff ring around the top, so it doesn't hold it steady. It flops around because the ring came off. But this one is molded right into it, so that's pretty cool. Then we swap that one out in our car, so when we take the Beagle someplace, we have a water bowl as soon as I wash it. So anyway, for on Friday, actually it was on Thursday that I found this silver bracelet, which was cool. So if we count Thursday, Saturday, Monday, and Tuesday, uh, I had a pretty good fistful. Let me get it all on my hand here. That's a pretty good fistful of jewelry. So when you put it all in one spot, it don't look bad. And there's gold there, and there's diamonds there. So um, and silver. So we got silver and gold and diamonds. So not bad. Not bad at all. I'm gonna have to come up with a better way of showing things. I'm I think I'm gonna go ahead and order one of those scopes. I'm getting tired of trying to win from one from Charlie. So we did well, but I like getting these out of the tot lots. Got a thumbtack that got out of the tot lot. Got lots of nails and rusty, screwy looking things that can give kids a really bad time, especially out of the beach and out of the lake. You get the hooks. I got that wasn't a hook. Got a hook. Got like the lifeguards really appreciate this too when I find these hooks because they have removed them from kids' feet and hands when they're playing in the sand. So they really appreciate when we get these out. So, uh-oh. Did I quit? No, I didn't quit. My thing went to low battery and looked like I thought I could make it 10 more minutes. So I had to plug in a battery. You guys are still there? I hope. So really appreciate you guys hanging out with me for this hour or two. Uh, when I'm digging, I try to make 2 hours. I don't always make it. Uh, when I'm doing a wrap, I like to go for about an hour. I did something I try not to do, but I picked up this shell because when I looked in it, it looked empty and had a little sand in it. And I dumped the sand down and I looked down in it and it looked empty. Um, And it was just a really cool shell because it's like, look into my eye. You're getting sleepy, sleepy. And it was the weirdest looking snail shell I'd seen. So, well, put that in my terrarium, and I think you guys saw me pick that up. But I put it on my desk, and when I went to pick it up, it was stuck to my desk. Hey, Happy Chappy! Thanks for coming in. Appreciate you dropping by to say hi. So anyway, I went to pick it up and it was stuck to the desk. I pulled it up and the snail came out of it. And it wasn't pretty at all. So anyway, try never to pick up anything live, but that happens. Also, I've got some editing to do today. That's one of the reasons I'm at home not hunting. I'm going to do some editing because I took some GoPro footage of some of the rest of my hunt. So you guys get to see some of the rest of my hunt. Um, so I got to get that done. So this afternoon, this evening, tomorrow morning, look for some of those, and I'll probably do a premiere so that we can sit and talk, like not quite like this, but we can sit and chat while everybody watches my dig. Yeah, it is a cool shell. I've seen a lot of snail shells, but I never saw one that had quite this pattern on it. I thought it was pretty unique. So, is there anything else interesting here? Most of it is same old, same old. Oh, my purple people eater, one-eyed, one-horned giant purple people eater goggles, according to James. Uh, Lucky James coined that one for me. Found that in the water. But I can't see anything else that you would be interested in seeing. So, uh, got another 5 minutes or so before my hour is up. Anybody have any questions that I haven't answered for you yet? Coffee. Did find something. I don't know whether BC's in here, uh, but I found this and I called it treasure trash. And anything that you know is not treasure, you know, if it's not something blingy, is treasure trash to me. And but this is kind of a treasure because this is a copper fitting and or a brass fitting, and a little bit of soaking, that'll work. So I can use that. It's more of a treasure than treasure trash. But oh, give me a second. I'll go show you. Give me one more second. I'll be right back. Okay, back. Sorry about that. I was using these in the other room. Let me get one that's easy to test. That little earring, they have such small diamonds in them. They are real, but they're really hard to get those. Okay, first off, this is what I use to test diamonds with. This is a diamond tester. You can get this online, and these are really handy if you're doing metal detecting. This is must-have equipment. So when this light, both of them are lit, then it's ready to go. And see if I can, okay, see it's ready to go. And you put this against the diamond. It's the wrong ring, no. Okay, put that against the diamond, and when it goes up like that, it's a diamond. When it goes, everything I have is so small, but that's diamond. So anytime you have a stone, like you can put it against this. This is just glass. Wait a minute. That's just touching the metal, I think. Okay, put that. Oh, stop touching the metal. So that's not diamond. So you just touch it to the stone, and that's not a diamond. So these are a must-have if you're going to be finding rings and you want to know. Another way that you can tell, kind of, that a ring, if you find a ring and you think it might have real stones in it, might have, see the ring in the back? Oh, I really don't. Let's see if I can get this on here where you can see it. Okay. See the holes in the back under the stones? If the ring or earring or bracelet has holes in the metal behind the stone, it's likely diamonds or sapphires or rubies. I need to actually go in and talk to a jeweler, because this is one thing I learned working in a jewelry store back in the 70s and 80s. I was the manager of a store that sold jewelry, and didn't know that much about jewelry. Oh boy, why aren't you working? Come on. It's going to cut me off here. Oh, you bum. Well, anyway, I'm still here, but my iPad has frozen. So hang in there and I'll chat from here for a minute. So when I was working in the jewelry store, they told me that the holes were for light for stones, but it's been so long ago, I don't remember the whole ex- explanation for them. So I'm going to find out so that I will know once again. Will know, know. Yeah, lab grown. I have a ring that has 57 sets. One is missing, so there are 56 diamonds, but it is marked LGD, lab grown diamonds. Hey, Kenneth, welcome to my house. Yeah, jewelers aren't going to give you anything for diamond jewelry or gold jewelry. The best you can do with 10 karat and 14 karat is scrap. So it doesn't look like I'm going to get my iPad back up. It's still frozen. So I can't show everybody that's just coming in my goodies that I got the last few days. Sorry. I'm just one of the many in chat. LOL. Or the few. Or the few. LOL. Or the few. LOL. God bless you all for being here and hanging out. Sorry for my abrupt departure. For my abrupt departure in the live stream. Later, Gators. Hunt well. Stay well. Till next time. Oh, you can hear me? You can still hear me, but you can't see me. Oh, that's cool. Okay, William, yeah, just the people that are in the chat that are there, um, give me watch time. So the you, the time that you're on, if you're on for the full hour, I get a full hour of chat watch time. And if you watch one of my videos other than this, that's an hour long, or one of my old lives, or anything that's even 10 minutes long, I get 10 minutes worth of watch time, an hour worth of watch time, however long you watch. If you play my live hunt playlist and just mute it down to one, turn it down to one and just let it play, then if you watch 20 hours of my uh, live hunts, then I get 20 hours of watch time. Yes, it is weird. Very weird, William. You said what an hour ago? Well, I could just, you don't have to see, I guess, for me to answer questions, so I don't have to type it in. That's cool. Yeah, I guess my iPad decided that the battery, I have a battery plugged into it, an auxiliary battery, and I guess it decided that couldn't do video, but it's allowing me to do audio. That's cool. That's so live and learn, right? Yeah, it's not buffering at all because it's not YouTube's problem. It's not the internet's problem. It's my iPad. So even though I've got a battery plugged into it, it's not drawing enough juice to do video. So thought I'd prevent that by, yeah, it's in battery saving mode. That's just as well. You guys don't need to see me, except I can't show you anything on the camera. So, but anyways, yeah, the William, if you are going to get into metal detecting someday, these things are a must to have, just so you have a little knowledge of what's coming into your uh, pouch and everything. You find something, you want to know if it's valuable. And the I've learned one thing is that you're not going to get rich from this, and all of this is um, bling. But I found that one marquee ring a couple weeks ago, or not couple weeks. Last week, I found that marquee ring. Thought I had a diamond ring. It was a silver ring, but the marquee was uh, a cubic zirconia. Uh, the thrill is still there when you find something like that. This huge ring. It could have been real. You know, people do wear rings like that, and people do lose rings like